encouraging you throughout your day. Here's the First Lady, Morgan Dukes.
To make you clean down on the inside. And the hair coach is going to keep you straight. Deshaun, God bless you. You have just been a blessing so far today. We still have a few more minutes. So we've been talking today, about fact or fiction, what you should know about your stylist.
Correct.
And I pray that every stylist in America that's listening right now is probably standing up, shouting, tell it,
Amen.
sister.
Tell it.
Tell it.
Tell it like it is.
You got to have the license, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to do the hair.
And, as well as for the customers to know as well, because we have too many issues and too many cases of hair loss, that's out there. The studies show that 30 million women in the world today suffer from hair thinning and hair loss. And 70% of that 30 million are African American women.
Wow. That's
and
too
so,
much.
Exactly. So we need to be, the Bible says our people perish because of lack of knowledge. And so your hair is perishing because of your lack of knowledge of understanding what your stylist should have in order to perform services on you at the salon, or in a salon environment.
Wow. Well, let's talk a little bit about braids and that type of thing.
Sister Morgan, when the whole braid thing hit the scene, a lot of, as they call them, Africans or different people that braid, came in and just started performing services and opening up salons in different cities where there was no type of license in place that said that, that they could braid. So the state came in and mandated what we call a hair stylist license, because see, the license that majority of us have is called a master cosmetology license, which means that we can perform facial services, we can perform hair services, as well as nail services. So as long as you see a master cosmetologist, we can do it all. Okay. But a hairstylist license, which is a new license, means that they can actually perform like braiding services that don't require chemicals, is what that means.
Okay.
They cannot do chemicals. If you have a hairstyling license, you cannot perform chemicals.
I hope everybody heard that.
And the reason why they did this is because the braiders were braiding hair on scalps that really could not, hold a braid.
Support the braids.
The braids, exactly. People were walking down the street and braids were just falling out their hair. There's some listeners out there that know you scratch your hair, the braid just fall out. And that's because the braiders could not recognize scalp diseases. And if you're not licensed, you don't know what a scalp disease is. That's just like a dentist trying to look at your mouth or you trying to identify and say, I just need a toothpick because my gums is hurting. Only a dentist can identify a gum disease as gingivitis. Right. And so a licensed hairstylist, they know. Nowadays, we now even have trichologists. We can identify scalp diseases. And so now with the hairstyling licenses, they actually had to learn about the dermis, the epidermis, and the actual scalp diseases as well, so that now when you come in and try to get braids and get that service, they can consult you and say, you know what, you have eczema at the scalp. We're not going to do this service on you today. We're going to give you some treatments before you get the braids.
What you say? So that's why it's so important to be educated. You've got to know these things.
It is. It is.
That is terrible. Walking down the street and your hair just dropping.
And another fiction, Sister Morgan, is that there are a lot of stylists, especially with the industry and with job status, the where it is, a lot of people are out of work. So a lot of people who have bachelor's and master's degrees, they actually are in the salon performing services. So we've seen a whole influx of those type of stylists in the salon as well. So it's not, we have to, and just because I have my bachelor's degree in computer science, that did not mean that I can go into the salon and perform services. Because trust me, I knew nothing about what they had to teach me in cosmetology. So it was totally separate from my bachelor's degree. I had to go to school for 18 more months to learn this. So I just wanted to just kind of dispel some myths, give some facts, give some fiction, to say, look for that piece of paper. And guess what? All of us will be a lot more happier.
I know that's right. Well, let's go to Facebook right now, because we always try to post information and make sure everybody's up to date. But I got a question from Facebook, and it simply asks this, that if you would take the time to explain what hair coaching actually is, since you have to be licensed to be a hair coach. What is that?
Hair coaching is just pretty much consultation. Pretty much what we do every Monday. Give advice. Coming in just like coaching basketball. We're coaching you on the way to healthy hair. to successful hair. We're not going to give you any advice that is wrong. We're going to give you successful advice so that you can keep your hair on your hair longer, that it won't fall out, that it won't get dry. We're going to give you the tools that you need to have successful, beautiful, healthy hair.
All right, now you heard it from the hair coach herself. Don't forget, Deshawn joins us each and every Monday, and she is our personal hair advisor here on The Express. Please take some time to talk to your own stylist. That is so key. And make sure, for heaven's sakes, that your stylist is actually a stylist, okay?
Exactly.
A licensed stylist. Yes, make sure they have a license.
And they're not a bootleg or kitchen tissue.
I like that, kitchen tissue.
Kitchen tissue.
Look out now. But listen, those bootleggers and those kitchen tissues have caused a lot of people's hair to fall out.
They have. And Sister Morgan, some of them are talented. That's not what I'm saying. But there is a difference between the two. That's all I want you to know. It doesn't mean that they don't have talent. They're just not licensed.
See, we got to have the license. So now you know. Deshawn, thank you so much for joining us. Tell everybody how they can get in contact with you.
They can reach me on Facebook at Deshawn Bullard, the hair coach, or on Twitter at the hair coach, or at nuritress.com.
Got it. We'll see you next Monday, okay?
All righty.
All right. Stay licensed.
I will. I will.
Log on now and join Morgan Dukes at www.aboardthegospelexpress.com.